G'day, Luke here from Artistic Coffee Roasters, and we have a new team member, Matta, so welcome, Matta.
Hello guys.
And we're going to show Matta how to clean the iMilk automated milk system that we use here in our espresso bar. So at the end of every day, after we've used iMilk for service, we do have to clean the unit. We have some cleaning that we need to do at the front here with the jug washer and the dispensing head, but also down in the fridge where the milk is stored. And at the end of it, essentially, yeah, you'll have a nice clean milk system ready for the morning. So we need to activate the iMilk to the cleaning mode, and to do that we will pass the sensor over here. It will activate the menu, and you can see it's on milk transfer. If we tap the load cell, it now is on daily cleaning. So if we pass the sensor again, it is our selection, and it tells us to do a cold water rinse, place the jug. But we have to make sure that the system is now disconnected from milk and is going to pump water through. So we'll take it down to the fridge. So we're just going to prepare the fridge now, ready for cleaning. And you can see that we've got a skim bladder and 2 full cream. We currently only have 2 fittings actually running milk at the moment. We do have 2 extra ones at the back here. For a busier period, we could essentially run 4 lots of milk if we needed to. In cleaning, we do have to make sure that we grab the whole system and ensure it's cleaned every single day, not just the lines that have been used. Especially if this is a full cream and you hadn't run skim for the day, during the cleaning process it's going to ask for the skim side to be cleaned. So we have to do both either way. What we're going to do is we're going to take off the fittings and pop them into a bucket of water. Pop the fittings in there too. And because we've got milk left over, we can take the fittings out. In this box, it comes with some little grey plugs. And these are great because they'll just tap off the bag that you've already pierced and it won't leak. Ideally, you want to run all of your milk down so it is an empty bag, so at the end of the day, we don't have to deal with lots of bags that have got a half full milk in them. So I'll show you the process again. Pull the fitting straight out, pop the plug in, and we're ready to go. Okay, so now that we've actually got the milk system removed and we're running cold water into the system, it's asking us to flush or rinse the actual milk out of the system and replace it with cold water. So as it says on the screen, place the jug on. And we can see it's got milk coming through, and now it's started to bring a little bit of water. So it's telling us now to rinse out the full and empty the jug. So grab the jug, yep, pour it in. Yep, and replace it back on again. And you'll see up here, it's starting to get clearer as it's taking the milk out and adding the water in. And we'll rinse again, so empty that jug. Okay. And pop it back on again. Yep, and one more. The menu's telling us to rinse and repeat until we're happy that it's got all the milk out.
Alright.
Cool. So now that we're happy with that,
Yep.
it's telling us to pass the sensor, and now it's telling us to rinse out the light milk. So we're going to have to put the jug back on again. Yep, and that's coming out quite nicely. We're actually run out of water down the bottom, so we do need to ensure that the bucket has enough water to be able to rinse the whole system out. Rinse on the light. Great, it's coming out nice and clear.
Alright.
So we're going to empty that and pass the sensor to get to the next stage. Great. So now it says add hot chemical and place jug. Okay, so we're going to pop back down and we'll add hot chemical liquid into that bucket so that sucks through the whole system.
Right.
So now we're ready to do our hot chemical wash. We've got our hot water in here, and Matta is going to dispense 50 ml per litre of chemical into the bucket, and then we'll pop all the fittings as well, and that's where we're going to clean the fittings. So give that a go. We've got about 2 litres there, so we're going to need 100 ml, mate.
Yep.
Beautiful.
100 ml.
Pop it on in. So we'll give a bit of a stir just to get that chemical all the way through. And we're going to put all our fittings that are used throughout the day, our little grey plugs or our black fittings for each 10 litres that's not being used. Yep, pop them in the bucket. We'll get those cleaned up. And the manual taps as well, we'll put those in. Great. Make our way back up to the head unit again.
Let's do it.
So we're going to now place the jug back on, and it's going to suck all that chemical into the system, so pop it on. So it was the full cream pump first, then it was the light cream pump, and you can see in here it's got a bit of the foam in there, so it has sucked the chemical through. If it's not foamy, you must have used the wrong chemical to water dilution rate, so we've got to make sure we've got some foam there. So now it's soaking hot chemical weight number 1. So in 2 minutes time, it's going to start and activate the 2 pumps. It's now going to lock us out for 2 minutes, and it's going to do this 3 times. So right now we've actually got 6 minutes that we can duck off and clean our coffee machine or do something else ready for the end of the day. And we'll show you what happens at 2 minutes. So Matt, we've got 6 minutes to kill. What do you reckon we do?
Oh man, I don't know. What should we do?
So now we've cleaned our espresso machine, done the floors, cleaned the toilets, counted the tills, got everything ready in that 6 minutes. We've got to now empty and replace our jug. So iMilk has just purged a little bit of the full cream pump and then a little bit of the light pump to make sure there's a bit of agitation in there to help the chemical get in and soak. So we're now on soaking 2, which means we've got 2 more minutes. It's going to do it again.
Yep.
So it's done another purge of the 2 pumps, and now we're on soaking 3. So another 2 more minutes and we're done. Okay, so that's finished the 6 minutes. So we're going to remove the jug and we're going to pour out the chemical. You can pour it over the actual whole unit, that helps to clean it as well, get the chemical in there. What we need to do now is refresh the water and we'll start to rinse the system out. Okay, so we're going to take all those fittings out because essentially they're clean now. We're going to have to give them a rinse and then we'll pop them back in that container. They'll be nice and sterilised, ready for use. Yep, take those ones out too, yep. Okay, and we're going to have to refresh this water now as well. Beautiful. Okay, so now we've got our fresh water to rinse the system after the chemical has gone in, and we just need 6 times the amount of water that is in these fittings to be able to rinse it. So you may need to top this water up if you've got a bigger system. So now we've got the water ready to run through the iMilk and rinse out all the chemical. We need to pop on the jug and it's going to purge us through up to 6 times. This is going to happen to clean out all the chemical from the full and the light pumps. We're just going to pick up the jug, pour it in, and pour it all over the sort of vein there so that it helps you clean it later. And on the screen it's just saying rinse out chemical, empty, and then replace it. Brilliant. So we're going to pour that down. It's now telling us on the screen that iMilk is asleep. So the actual sensor is not working anymore. And it's saying, please clean me. So at this point, we're going to remove the jug rest. Yep. We're going to give that a clean in the sink. We're going to give the bane a bit of a spray with some sanitizer spray. Yep, and give it a wipe out. Get inside, make sure we get around those little round domes. And if you get any build up in there, we might just give it a bit of a scrub with a toothbrush. That's it, looking nice. And we do just need to come and have a look at this, what we call our silicon dam. So just here you can see there is a little lip there. So we do want to give that a bit of a clean out. That's where you can get a little bit of a milk build up. Okay, and then because our jug rest is clean now, we can pop it back on. Yep, and that's it. iMilk is ready to go again for another day. Okay, so how we're going to leave the fridge at the end of the day, we're going to leave our plugs into the bags, and we just want to put the caps back onto each of these milk lines, and we'll pop them back in the fridge. And the other two. Brilliant. And so the system isn't connected, you can leave it like that overnight, and in the morning all you'll need to do is remove the milk plugs, take off the black caps and load up your milk again, and you'll be ready to go. So Matta, that's how we clean an iMilk system. What do you think?
That's super easy, man.
It is, and we're all ready for the morning service. We've just got to plug in our milk and we'll be ready to go. Hope you enjoyed the video today. If you've got any questions, shoot us a comment, hit the like button, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for other great videos we've got out there. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.